Alright, let's get our goddamn game on. Fuck yeah, man. Sweet. Check this bad boy out. What? What the hell? This God damn it. Oh man, this piece of shit control. Unbelievable. What's up, YouTubers? This your boy C again, coming to you from outer space at the northern tip of the 2/3 restricted zone in FEMA Region 4, bringing you another episode of C's Retro Garage from here in the man cave. Gonna go over a typical subject, sore subject, always when it happens to you. Your piece of crap Atari 5200 controller and how to bring it back to life. Yes. You knew it was going to come to this sooner or later. What is considered by many, not me personally, but definitely on the bottom of the list, and what is, again, considered by many, the absolute biggest piece of shit controller in the history of gaming. If you're here, well, it's because your Atari 5200 controller took a shit on you. Common. So common. Such a pretty, kind of cool, neat, and interesting piece of machinery for 1982. Quite clever with the keypad inserts and the keypad. This non-centered controller gave you the option to pause and reset the game. Although, goodness me, I can honestly say I don't recall ever needing all 4 buttons. But yeah, if you're here, this thing has conked out on you. Such a pity. Well, first thing is first. Not gonna bore you with minute details as usual. We gotta crack it open. But you must be extremely careful. And I will show you the why after I pull these screws out. Okay, so at this point you have removed the 3 screws. There's a reason why. We can just keep our tripod stable here. With these guys, there's only a few tools you really need. First, I recommend plain old ball of rubbing alcohol, Q-tips, screwdriver, preferably, if you have different tips. In this case, I'm going to pop in a little regular one and just gently kind of pry the bottom here. Okay. Now don't worry. You're gonna hear some popping, some clicking. Where you want to be careful is the top here. There's actually a flex cable that goes through this way. This is how these buttons here work. So don't worry if these buttons here come off. It's alright. You just kind of want to be gentle. Excuse me there. And just pull right up on this guy. You can see the buttons. Bit of a pain. and just kind of wiggle it ever so slightly. Now, as you can see, maybe I should do it from this side. If you look in here, as I'm pulling, if you see that, see the cable there? So we're just gonna slide this guy right up, put this guy over here. Forget about him for now. This is your 5200 controller. These are the buttons, obviously. This is the keypad, so we're gonna take this little guy here, put him to the side. And let's go ahead and expose these beautiful green pieces of metal and plastic and tin foil and all that other good shit. This is what you're looking at. Not bad for 1982. Pretty cool. This is usually where your problems come with a 5200. Even though this never been open, looks pristine. I don't know how well you can see that on the Q-tip, but it's the reason I didn't even touch it. See that? These get a little dirty over time. Humidity's not the kindest to them. They just get a little caca. You can see here. See? A little black spot there. So basically all we're going to do is, not to bore you, again, too much with details, let's grab the fresh, clean Q-tip here. Just dip in a little rubbing alcohol. If I have to show you that, then, as I said in the Camaro video, just don't even try that shit. Stop that shit right there. Move along. Call a friend. Call somebody else. But remember, ultimately at the end, you can only... Help yourself, fucker! Okay, so not too much. As you can see, the Q-tip itself, not too much. But if you just gently rub across these guys here, and when I say gentle, just be very gentle. You don't want to force it. You don't want to scratch the crap out of it. It's not the smoothest surface. You can see the keypad buttons themselves are not too bad. Actually pretty good. But again, these guys are not the smoothest surface, so don't be alarmed if you get something like this. So you get a little fuzz here. Again, be very careful with it, very gentle. If you have to, grab yourself a little pair of needle nose pliers. Pull that stuff off. Sometimes we don't get enough alcohol in there, so we gotta go a little bit more. Just wring it out ever so slightly. Your problems usually generate here. This one, you look at this one here. See that? This one looks like shit. Clean this one off. You can see the staining there. Clean this guy off here. Got a little bit of the hair there, but again, be gentle. See that? Oh, pin came up. Doesn't mean it's the end of the world, but it could definitely be a problem. And this is why, again, don't be alarmed if this happens. Just be very, very, very careful. I should have listened to my own advice on that one. And these here, you just, again, just kind of gently clean them off. This is me listening to my own advice now. You just want to kind of clean them off. But considering this one was one of the problem areas, it's a very good chance that, even with a cleaning, this button here might be toast. Now, is this going to be a problem? I mean, it could be. It depends on which game it is that you're playing. But go ahead and just clean them again. Be very gentle with it. Take your time. Be very patient. There's no reason to rush. But as you can see, like these, for example, are very, very smooth. Obviously, usually these buttons don't get used as much as opposed to these guys here. They tend to get used a lot. And the number 1 key simply because people's curiosity. I mean, there's not a whole lot of games that use a stupid keypad anyway, but you just want to clean all these metal contacts here. And again, be gentle. No need to be a dick about it and screw with it too much. But again, see what I mean? Picks up little hairs. That means there's a little bit of separation between the board and this. So this happens. Ain't much you can do with it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you could definitely find this on the Atari Age forum. See that pin there? This one might be a problem. They do sell a type of conductive tape that you can use in these type of situations. A lot don't glue over it, because if you do that, then the button itself can't make contact. So don't glue over it. It's better to deal with it as is. So usually when you do this, it kind of brings to light where the issues might be lying. But as I was saying, there are companies, I know you could find them on the Atari Age forums. Homebrew might be one of them, I'm not 100% sure, that do sell replacement parts for this in case it's totally slagged. I can't think off the top of my head what was the pretty much perfect Atari 5200 controller who made them. I do know that they are quite expensive, if you can even get your hands on one. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Again, remember this controller here, pretty much as is. You look at your buttons, probably get a little bit of fresh alcohol there, because I didn't dip far enough. You want to clean these contacts here. Looks pretty good. Clean them up, make sure they're dirt free and you don't have shit all over them. Clean these guys. You just want to go over them. If you see your Q-tip starting to turn gray, that means you're peeling up a lot of this shit. And the more gray, the more shit you had on here. Here's the joystick function. And here's the buttons. As you can see here. These buttons here. This is where the board here slides through. Now, there is a way to get these clean, and let's go for it. Why not, right? Ultimately, we want it to be working. We want it to work perfectly. So we're looking at here at the controller itself. The only part, honestly, that I can think of that you can really totally get these clean is going to be to pull them out individually. This does come out like a strip, as you can see. You pull them out individually. The only problem then becomes, of course, is getting them back in. My opinion is I would try first putting this back together. Oh, look, you see there. Look at that. Kind of gross. My opinion would be trying to not do this at first, seeing if you got the results you wanted from here. If you didn't, then you might have to go there and start trying to pull this guy through. Be very, very gentle, because remember, this thing is approaching 40 years. So pull this guy through. The other process is just basically the reverse. And that's pretty much it. So put them back together the way you found it, and then go test it out, see what happens. Alright guys, there's our controller. It is plugged in right there. Got a little Galaxian action. As we are back at the man cave once again for the moment of truth. Let's fire it up and see what happens. All right. First things first. Push the start button. How about that? Oh, it's working. It's working. Look at that. Look at that. All right, let's slide them one time. See. Oh, fire away. Fire away. Yeah, baby. We are back, Jack. Good to go. Wait. Oh, I have to stop because I have to make a commentary on this video. Oh shit, I can do that. Pause button's working. Pretty sweet. Just kidding. No commentary. Just proof being in the pudding. How about I don't like this game? Start over. Reset. Works beautifully. That's a wrap. And that's it, kids. That's all there is to it. Give us likes. Subscribe. Whatever. Don't matter. Just remember, we'll get through this bullshit together. You guys, be safe out there. Be good to one another. Be ye kind one to another. And we'll see you in the future for another episode of C's Retro Garage. Ooh, yeah.